20 years well spent. 20 damn years well spent, and we're back. I mean, it took less than 10 days for the Taliban to come in and sweep it all and take it all back. Jesus Christ, what was it for? It was for nothing. We spent 20 freaking years in Afghanistan. 20 freaking years. And what do we have to show for it? Not even 1 day of where Afghanistan can just like stay independent, I guess. Whatever. Oh God. Total embarrassment. And don't get me wrong, I was definitely one of those who's like, I think we're done. I think it's time for us to pull out. But I wasn't expecting that. All of us who say, hey, it's time for us, I think, to send our boys home. What the hell are we doing over there? What are we doing over there? Why are we bleeding if they don't give two shits about freedom and independence? They don't give a damn. As soon as we roll out of there, they're going to just invite the Taliban back in. There was no resistance. All they did was wait their time for the U.S. troops to go away, and the Taliban just comes rolling back in. Yeah, we know who's the boss here. Don't worry. They play the waiting game. They won. Fucking hell. Jeez. Total freaking embarrassment. It must suck to be the U.S. right now. The laughing stock. We can't even negotiate our way out of a freaking shithole like that. Our little puppet regime we try to prop up couldn't even last a freaking day. What? And then when we're fleeing, you got fucking Afghanis clinging on to the airplane, to the cargo plane, at desperation, but then they're falling off. What was the video? I saw the video where like 2 bodies fell. Every single person that was on that plane fell. There's no way they made it. They're on the outside of the plane riding as it takes off and goes high into the air. It's not a magic fucking carpet. They all fucking fell off. I'm pretty sure. Show me the video where it shows they didn't. Okay? Because if they're on the plane and it goes high up in the air like that, yeah, they're falling. Wow. Total freaking embarrassment. Total embarrassment. So, yeah, today we're going to be talking about, the Taliban coming back and taking Afghanistan back. Embarrassing us. Embarrassing the U.S. in front of everyone. You know China's watching. You know Russia's watching. And China's watching as if they want to have their turn. They want to take a stab at making the Taliban bend the knee to them. You go right ahead. Have fun with that one. Good luck. Good luck with your persuasion. Like when Vietnam fell. Just like when Vietnam fell, dude. Saigon. Oh man, the comparisons when the Chinook left, when the helicopter left. Dude, totally relevant. We're also going to be talking about Miho. Lovebites, sad news for Lovebites fans. If you thought you were going to see Lovebites this year or next year, guess what? Chances are not so good. And I don't even understand why or how. I'm going to sound a little selfish here, okay? I'm probably going to sound a little selfish, but it's frustration, okay? All right? There's this band, Lovebites. I've been covering them quite a bit on this channel, right? I mean, that's why you probably subbed to this channel, why you came here, because Lovebites. Lovebites was started by, well, the 2 founding members was Miho and Haruna? Am I saying her name right? The drummer. Now, what if I told you that one of the founding members decided to just quit? Decided that now's the time to leave. Now, when they have 3 studio albums under their belt, 3 EPs, 3 live albums under their belt, Now, in a Blu-ray DVD album live combo thing coming out that's hyped. I've been hyping it. I've been pushing it. That now is the time for it to go. When Lovebites is receiving international recognition, now it's time. Now it's time to bail. Now it's time to go on a search. Sorry. That's some tacos. Now it's time to go on an odyssey of searching one's soul. Like I said, I'm going to sound a little sour, a little mean. It's frustration. Don't get me wrong. Do not mix this as me throwing shade at Miho. Miho's great. She's beautiful. She's talented, okay? What it is, Miho, the bassist, one of the founding members of Lovebites, decided that she is done. Let me read you her statement here. Let me put it on the screen. She's a pretty good bassist, and this is pretty much her band. I mean, she helped start it, okay? And the band's doing really well. And now she wants to leave. I laugh because I think it's silly. Okay, here she says, to all my loving fans, loving and supportive fans. Okay. Here we go. It was really hard to make this decision, but I have to announce my departure from Lovebites as of August 17, 2021. Given the current state of the world, it has made it difficult for me to give my goodbyes in person, so I really apologize for those who are shocked by this sudden announcement. I'm shocked. And your sorry is, well, I'll take the apology, but... Okay. Over the past couple years, I've been self-reflecting. And reconsidering how I can be myself as a musician. When I look back, this period gave me an opportunity to broaden my perspective in both my professional and personal life. Is it cliche? Is it a Japanese thing? The soul searching, the self-reflecting. It seems like an anime arc. This seems like a freaking anime arc. I just want to be like, why are you doing it? I don't understand. You had something great. You had something great and amazing. You had a wolf pack. You were in a wolf pack. Lovebites has been my life since 2016. And it always holds my best memories, especially performing at Wacken Open Air. Made one of my dreams come true, even though it's still unreal to me. It goes on to say, I couldn't have done any of these things without my bandmates, crew, staff, and undying love and support from fans all across the globe. My words cannot describe how much I want to thank you all for everything. Goes on to say that I'm parting ways with the band. However, my spirit for heavy metal never dies. Well, I hope so, because that's the name of the new live album DVD Blu-ray thing. Is there more to the status? Oh, let me take a look at that status. And please, guys, do not get me wrong here. I think Miho's talented. And jokes aside, raw feelings aside, soul searching is important. I do recognize that. I'm not a freaking robot here. We as men and women, we have times in our life where change must occur. Where we have to reflect on the things we do, the path that we are on. And we might have to make a decision whether or not this path is for us. That's one of those times where you kind of have to let the person be. You kind of have to let them make that decision. It's something they have to figure out. You approach them when they want to be approached. I don't know why the link is all goofy. I see it's a Twitter link. Oh, come on. man. Oh, I know. Okay, I see the link down. That's just that's Miho's Twitter account. I follow her on Twitter. Of course I do. Of course I do. I sent a. I thought I sent a pretty heartfelt message. Though they're like, "Who's this guy? This guy is just reacting to all of our videos." Man, and Lovebites. I'm a little sour. I am a little sour, man. I wanted to see them live. Let's translate this tweet. Okay, I'll read this in a little bit. Let me continue this. Let me go put this back on the screen. Might be better if I had a button for that. Let's see. So she couldn't do it without the bandmates, crew, and staff, and undying love for support. Okay. Also says that, oh, okay. However, my spirit for heavy metal never dies. So is she going to start another metal band? I mean, the Lovebites is like her, it's her gift to us. Like, if it wasn't for Miho and Haruna, this wouldn't have been a thing. This wouldn't have been a thing. It's like, I kind of wonder what happened. But she says, also Lovebites will keep moving forward. I hope so. I really do. So I really hope you all keep giving the same love for their future. I really hope they are. Right now, Lovebites is in a state of hiatus because they need a new bassist. Now, bassists come and go. Wasn't there a bassist that was with Fate Gear? She recently left. Maybe she could join. I remember that was the one that I mistook as Captain Miho because of I don't know why. I guess I like the cleavage. Anyway, let's read the tweet. This is on Miho's Twitter. Miho. Is it Miho? What am I saying? Miho. Where am I at? What am I doing? You know what I need? You know what I need? I need a freaking shot. Captain Mina is what I meant. I need a freaking shot. I need something to clear my mind on this. It's been a while since I had whiskey. So I don't have much in here. Last time I had whiskey, it was not good for me. I burst my freaking eye. Anyway. Crack open a tall boy. All right. This is Miho's tweet. Translated. Hopefully well. See, hashtag now playing Journey to the Other Side Lovebites. That's the song she wrote about the passing of her father. It goes on. Today is the anniversary of my father's death. And when was this tweet? August 15th? Okay. Of this year. Today's the anniversary of my father's death as a paramedic. I still feel lonely after 3 years. I wonder if I would have been trying to save lives in this corona disaster if I had lived well. Thank you to all the medical professionals who are fighting on the front lines now. Oh, I see. It makes more sense now. It's starting to make more sense why she quit. It's totally personal. 100% personal. And it very much has to do with Miho reflecting and reconsidering the path that she's on. And she's really fulfilling her destiny. She's having fun playing bass. But maybe she feels like she could do more, be more on the front lines to take care of those that are sick. Man, part of me wants to be selfish and be like, Miho, no! I want to. You had something amazing, like metals in your core, in your blood, in your veins, in your DNA. Most of those songs you have a hand in writing. A lot of them you have a hand in writing. The band wouldn't exist if it wasn't for you. I'd be like, reconsider. Maybe you could be an amazing nurse. Maybe you could be an amazing paramedic. But you bring positivity and joy through Lovebites. I was looking forward to more Lovebites. I don't really want to talk or think about how Afghanistan was overtaken by the Taliban. Not really. I mean, they got what they got. They got what they deserve, right? I need a distraction from how crappy life is. Okay? Gas prices going up, food prices going up. There's no end to that. The economy's in question. This was a time for me to buy a Harley. I'm not even joking. It's right there. Oh, fuck. Miho will be missed. She'll be deeply missed. I hope Miyako, Midori, Asami, Haruna, I hope they stick together, find a replacement, and keep on trucking. Just keep on going forward. I mean, the band really challenges them. They don't... is there... I mean, the way they play, they're not just metal. They're, very power metal, very progressive at times, very heavy on the thrash. It's very demanding. It takes a lot of technical skill, and so I mean, if they could do so much, damn. So, are you guys worried about this? Are you worried about the future of Lovebites? I, for one, am going to try to be hopeful and optimistic about this. I'll be cynical about every fucking thing else in life. I want to be hopeful about this. And I hope I'm not wrong, man. Because they're going to stick together. They're going to stick together. Get the replacement. And go strong. As I say this, I've heard that, I've read in the Discord of those talking, that Miho and the drummer, Haruna, were pretty close. That if Miho went, what about the drummer? What about her? I don't know. I want to stay positive. I want to stay hopeful. The other thing is, it must be harder for musicians to make money now. Extremely difficult for them to make money now. Where are they going to travel? Things are locked down in Japan. They can't get out of Japan, right? I mean, they're not doing travel outside of Japan, are they? Are they doing tours? I have no idea. Gonna tell you. I mean, I haven't heard Japan going as crazy as Australia. That stuff is crazy. New Zealand has like one case of COVID, and they're gonna lock everything down with freaking happy camps. Put people in mobile cabins where that nonsense is. I swear. Australia. I didn't think Australia would be the country that would try to make concentration of those that are sick into quarantine camps, into something that seems positive and hopeful. Like, oh, it's not a concentration of those that are sick. It's a happy quarantine van. It's a happy cage. Go there. Have fun. Oh, great. So it must be extremely impossible to make money. If you can't do live shows, you're not making money. If the record industry, if the music industry is anything like it is in the States and the U.S., these musicians probably don't make much of anything on downloads and plays and all that. Of course, extremely ignorant here. Might be wrong. I'm just basing this based on or things are done in the U.S. Could be completely wrong there, and hopefully I am. Hopefully the artists actually get what they deserve, but something tells me that's not happening. Man, that's what really suffers with this lockdown shit. You know, say what you will. Oh, we got to do it for the sick. We got to do it because a super cough that might kill your grandma or uncle or someone who has diabetes, someone's overweight. Oh man, I'm not too worried about their lives anymore. I gotta tell you, keep things open. Keep things open. Let artists try to make a fucking living. Let musicians try to make a fucking living. Let people try to make a goddamn living. We can't live locked down in fucking cages staying in our house like it's a goddamn jail cell. You don't live like that. You can't put life on pause. The bills don't stay on pause. No, it is not a life worth living. Stay a year in my house locked away. I would kill myself if that happened. Jesus Christ. Fucking A. Be like an Andrea Yates situation over here. Everyone would have a little time in the bathtub. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Fuck. That's the thing, too. I joke about that. But with the lockdown stuff, wasn't even planning on talking about that. Of course, everyone knows. It's old news now. I mean, depression goes up. Suicide goes up. Murder-suicide goes up. Domestic violence goes up. I should have led with that instead of going to suicide and murder-suicide right away. But child abuse goes up. It's just fucking stupid. If there's a band you really love and they're struggling right now, watch. These are the years that's really going to test them. See if they're really going to stick together. They might have another passion, like something in healthcare, and they might want to do that. A social distancing myself before the virus. So yeah, same here. I rarely went out. If I went to go see a movie in a movie theater, you know what I did? Early matinee. You know why? I'm not gonna spend 20 fucking bucks to watch superheroes in green screen crap. What? I'd rather do that for $10 or whatever the matinee is. It's it's ridiculous. It's only like the first showing. After that, everything goes up. It's like stupid. Man, they better continue, and I think they will. I want to be hopeful. Miyako seems to really enjoy Lovebites. Midori they all seem, you know what though? They all seem to be having a blast playing and performing. Even Miho. Even Miho appeared to have a blast performing. But now she wants to self-reflect to be like, but my father was a paramedic. He saved lives. That could be me. You could save lives. I guarantee you Lovebites keeps people away from offing themselves. I guarantee you Lovebites has touched people in the hearts and kept them going through hard times. Mio, you've been saving lives through music. It helps. Oh man. I feel like her talent's gonna be oh God. If she goes to medical school, become a nurse or a paramedic or something, it's like, well, that's your decision. But you had an amazing talent. Part of this me being bitter. It's her choice. It's her choice. I'm not going to force her to be what I want her to be. Unlike the Taliban. Gotta talk about that crap. Oh, man. Where were y'all when 9/11 happened? Y'all even remember? Some of y'all probably weren't even born in the chat. I have no idea how old you guys are or how young or whatever. But I was in high school. I was in some business class. In a food etiquette class. Table manners. I didn't pay attention to that. But I didn't care. I was with a buddy of mine. We're playing Advance Wars for Game Boy Advance. The reason I talk about this is because that was a long time ago. Advance Wars on a Game Boy Advance? What? What am I talking? That's old. I was playing Command and Conquer Generals. It came out a little bit later. $20 right after 9/11 happened. Right after 9/11 happened. It's like, okay, we're going to Iraq. We're going to Afghanistan to mess them up because they messed us up, even though it was the wrong country. Could have went to Saudi. That would have been something. Hey, that would have been interesting, but no. Could have looked into the countries that kind of help make 9/11 possible, but you know, whatever. So we go to Afghanistan, fuck shit up. It was a shithole before we arrived. We go there, turn into a shithole. Now with like craters from bombs and whatever. Now we're gonna set democracy. We're gonna build it up. Okay. 20 fucking years of installing that. 20 fucking years of building up an Afghan army that's supposed to be strong enough to withstand the Taliban. And then we pull out. And when we pull out, we just immediately pull out. It's like just it's like when you pull out from a chick, dude. It's like maybe you could have done it a little slower. Maybe ease out, maybe not pull out. Just kind of like gradually reduce the troops and see what happens, see if the Afghan forces are really there, to see if they can really hold their own, see what happens. When you gradually reduce, we leave a few squads behind. Oh no. Take them all, everyone's gone, and immediately the Taliban come in. And it's like I said in the beginning of the stream. There was no resistance. There was no fighting. Was there a single shot fired? It was like, bro, we're back. We know. They opened the door. The Afghan standing military opened the door for the Taliban. Come on in. We need you guys back here. They've been trying to get us into that trans stuff, but we're not having it. Now the Taliban's back. Okay. Team Taliban? Yes, same here. Kind of have to be. Fuck. Because the other side was trying to force trans rights into Afghan culture. They don't want trans rights there, gay rights, lesbian rights. What? It's their cultural pastime to throw gays off of rooftops. Not that I support that, but what I'm saying is they're not ready for it. They don't want that. Why the fuck are we trying to force, I guess, wokeness down their throat? Why are we trying to force democracy down their throat? We don't even have democracy. We don't even have transparency in our fucking votes. You got to keep everything secret and locked down. Can't talk about anything. Can't even investigate anything. And those that do investigate stuff and find stuff, you can't talk about it, even on YouTube. We don't even have fucking democracy. I'm not even talking about this previous election. You know what I'm talking about. It doesn't really matter who the fuck is there. It could be Biden, it could be somebody else. There's always other people that seem to be in control of him. Deep state shit. That deep state shit is not as conspiratorial as you might think. The president has handlers. Damn. So we don't have a democracy over here. So what we do, we try to put that in Afghanistan. They don't want that shit. They don't want it. The standing military that Biden said was strong enough to withstand the Taliban forces or terrorists. It doesn't matter how many guns you give them, how well you train them. If they're already, if they are already, I guess, if they already favor the Taliban, if they already kind of like mind with the Taliban, then they're just gonna like just invite them in. They're not gonna fight them. You know, that's stupid. It was so freaking stupid. And we left a shit ton of guns. Taxpayer money wasted. Taxpayer money wasted supplying. You call them illegal immigrants at that point. Afghanistan was a country. We set it up. They had a standing military and a government. All of a sudden, these terrorists roll right back in. Terrorists that were supposed to be fighting since the very beginning of this. 20 years ago, the word Taliban was in the fucking news. That had disappeared for a while. It was ISIS. Al Qaeda and shit like that, right? The Taliban's back, baby. Now they got new hardware. Guns. Humvees. Blackhawks. They got it. And they're playing around with it. Great. Have fun. I mean, fuck. Now, here's the thing. I'm talking about this because it's embarrassing. I don't want us to go back. I don't care what the fuck happens over there. Okay? You can say I'm a monster. You say I'm a horrible human being, whatever you want. Okay, fine. Say that. I don't care how many innocent people were beheaded. I don't care how many little boys are put into the brothels, the underground brothels where they fuck little boys. That the Taliban, they do molest little boys. I know they're supposed to be super based, but they do a little pedo homo stuff on the side too. They do pedo stuff with the girls too. Anyway, I don't care if that happens. Behead as many people as you want. Just go on a raping spree. I don't care what happens. I don't. Because we gave them the stuff. They had the arsenal to defend their land, I guess you want, but they didn't want it. They didn't want to do it. So you know what? Fuck it. If they just wanted to be a shithole, let it be a shithole. Let it be a shithole. It was a shithole before we arrived anyway. We didn't help. Sure, I'll give you this. We probably made things worse. Well, yeah, we did. We did. You know, the whole U.S. being the world police and nation building, when has that actually worked out for us? I could think of one, and that's Japan. But we nuked Japan twice. That was before everybody else had nukes. We can't pull that shit off again. We go nuking people. People might nuke us. There's a reason why all these other superpowers have nukes. Stand off. I got one too. You want to escalate this to the highest degree? All right. How far you want to take it? Most countries see the U.S. as bullies. Well, I mean, I can't blame them. I really can't. Go in Afghanistan. What the fuck is in Afghanistan that we really need? People say, well, if we were allowed to use our oil here, we would be better off, But there's poppy. A lot of poppy fields. A shit ton of poppy. A shit ton of heroin. The stuff that makes your Oxycontin, or your opioids. I was really thinking too, why the fuck did Biden pull out? Because Trump made it a thing? Because he ran on the platform that he was going to pull out? Why did he just lie like Obama lied about pulling out, about Guantanamo Bay? Just be like every other politician, just fucking lie. I don't just. And I'm asking this question not because I wanted to stay. No, I'm glad we're out, but because I'm confused here, legitimately confused. There's money in the military. I mean, the people who make the hardware, the people who make the arsenal, the people who, the companies that are involved in supplying our supplying the U.S. Army. They make a shit ton of money through contracts and all that. But it's good to be deployed and have forces there and to be in active engagements so that more stuff can be bought. More contracts can be renewed. So it was like, well, what's the plan? Are we pulling out for something else? Are we going to go to Syria? Are we planning to kick off in the Pacific Theater? Are we planning on doing that again? Are we getting prepared for when China takes Taiwan? Because that's going to happen. China saw how we treated Afghanistan. We just pull out like it's nothing, and we don't care. We're not going to work. Oh, we sent a couple troops back. Yeah. You know, if China really wanted to take Taiwan, I think now would be the time. I think now would be the fucking time. You got America's pretty divided. Very divided. You got a president who's like, is he even there in the head? Honestly, I don't care who you voted for or what tie you wear or who you support. Is he there in the head? Is he? He looks like he's fallen. He looks like he's falling asleep as he's giving a speech. Man, I wish we had the mean tweet guy back. Just for this. I'm going to put it. I know Trump triggers a lot of people and they go crazy. Listen, what I'm saying is, if Trump was president while this was happening, and it probably would have happened the same way, you know, he would be releasing some tweets that would be fucking bombastic and a little unhinged, but pretty funny. Pretty fucking funny. He'd be calling the Afghan military out. Okay? He'd be like, we gave them all the arsenal, we gave them all the good stuff, we supplied them new Blackhawks and Humvees and everything. They didn't even try. He'd be calling it out like it is. That's all I'll say about that. Oh, yeah, Biden's been bombing Somalia. And why the fuck are we bombing Somalia? That's the thing I noticed a couple weeks ago. A couple weeks ago when I was in San Antonio. I was listening to some podcasts, one of which was the Jimmy Dore. I don't agree with the Jimmy Dore guy when it comes to, like, you know, politics, whatever, you know. But I do like how he's totally unapologetic and he speaks his fucking mind. He speaks his fucking mind, and he doesn't. He's calling out everybody on the left that's like, you know, pussies and just defending the establishment or whatever, being talking heads for the mainstream. I respect that. I give him respect. When it comes to some things like, well, you know, that's where we're gonna disagree. I probably wouldn't agree with that, but you know, whatever. But yeah, that's what I heard. That yeah, we've been bombing Somalia. Wow. Somalia's a shithole. Like, what do they do? What the fuck is Somalia doing for us to bomb? You got China over there committing, like, I don't know, human violations, man. China has happy camps for the Uyghurs, what do they call them? But that's it. But we're not going to bomb China. Of course not. China makes her shit. We're never going to bomb China because China makes her shit. A war with China would be fucking weird. It's inevitable, but the problem is they make most of our shit. So great. You would have to have all your stuff ready to go, and I don't know, man. You'd have to come up with a backup plan for where you're going to get your stuff from. Maybe Vietnam. Maybe Japan can make your shit. But Japan outsources to China too. I've been noticing my Samsung TV. No, it's not made in Japan. It's made in fucking China, and I could tell because it fucking breaks. It was like my third Samsung TV. Dead pixels, shit like that. Oh, I know some people really like Samsung, but their digital cameras, back when digital cameras were a thing, because now people don't really use them because, people have phones. But their digital cameras, every fucking time, they would die within a year. Within a fucking year. You would replace the battery, it still would not work. It'd just be dead. Dead. It's like, what the fuck? At the same time, I use a Samsung Galaxy. Anyway. What are we talking about here? Oh, fucking Taliban. All right. So yeah, Taliban won. They took over Afghanistan. And cool for Afghanistan. Great. Hope they enjoy the Taliban. And you know what? I bet you the Taliban's going to be recognized, and we're going to start recognizing them as a legit government. Watch. It's so fucking crazy now. All right. I saw this on Twitter, on the libs of TikTok. I definitely want to react to this. This is crazy. This chick, what she said, I'm not gonna lie. When I first heard it, it fucking triggered me.
Story time. This has been my first year in preschool with a class of my own, teaching alongside another queer neurodivergent educator, and we have been rocking our twos class. We've been talking about gender and skin color and consent and empathy and our bodies and autonomy. It's been fabulous.
Pause this right here. Did you hear what she said? Are you paying attention? When I first heard this, I thought she said first graders, but no. She says preschool and talk about 2-year-olds. 2-year-olds.
Story time. This has been my first year in preschool with a class of my own, teaching alongside another queer neurodivergent educator, and we have been rocking our
queer nerd educator? What? Educator?
And we have been rocking our twos class. We've been alongside another queer neurodivergent educator, and we
queer nerd origin educator. What? What is he talking about? Speak English.
We have been rocking our twos class. We've been talking about gender and skin.
Talk about gender. What is there to talk about with little 2-year-olds? You're a boy. You're a girl. There, you're done. There, you're done. Oh, you want to play with the Barbies? Go play with the Barbies. You want to go play with the Legos? Go play with the Legos. The giant Legos that you can't even swallow because 2-year-olds can't play with the small Legos. They can swallow them. Talk about 2-year-olds. 2-year-olds, some of which might still be clumsy walking around. Okay, maybe some are late development and just not really walking around all that well. Okay, 2-year-olds. Talk about gender. What is there to talk about? There's nothing to talk about. So boring. You can talk about anything else. Why the fuck are you talking about gender?
Skin color and consent.
Skin color. Oh, okay. You're black, you're brown, you're yellow. What's the point of talking about that? It's like, I would rather not worry about that stuff, especially at 2, not make it a thing that they really have to think about or be concerned about, because let them be kids, let them play around, let them have fun. Don't be like, oh, the one kid in his class is black. Oh, and she's been oppressed all her life, or her family. She comes from a lineage of being oppressed. She's being oppressed in this classroom. Oh, you're white. That makes you the oppressor. Oh, just because you're white. It's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? We're talking about 2-year-olds. I mean, with what I do for my line of work, I talk with a lot of kids, with a lot of families, and 2-year-olds. I can just tell you from experience, and also from as a father, 2-year-olds are nowhere at the level to even understand what the fuck should be talking about when talking about race or talk about gender. Especially when you know she's not talking about science. I like someone like her would say, believe the science when it comes to COVID and the mask. Hey, I think that's the sub. That was an old thing. I might need to change that because no one knows what that. It's like, oh, there's something on the screen. Oh, someone subbed, I think. I was say. Oh, okay. Yeah, someone like her would totally believe the science when it comes to COVID. Believe the science when it comes to climate change or whatever. But what about when it comes to the two sexes? The two genders? What about that? Believe the science, right? Believe the fucking science, right? Because all that shit, all the fucking 1,000,001 genders, that comes from like soft science based off of feels, which isn't even science anyway. It's surveys and shit. I'm dropping frames and it's annoying me. Hopefully it gets steady. I'm dropping some frames. I'm waiting for it to smooth out. I'm gonna take this down. I'm gonna check the stream real fast. Yeah, I'm dropping some frames, I could tell. All right, just wait for it to smooth out a bit. It's kind of choppy when I move about. Whatever. It'd be kind of trippy. I'll be talking. It doesn't even look like I'm talking. That's kind of cool. Anyway, there's more to this video. There's more.
And empathy and our bodies and
empathy. Okay, our bodies. Why? I don't want a stranger talking to my 2-year-old child about our body. Like, what is she talking about? Eyes, nose, ears. That's fine. That part's fine. Fingers. That's fine. Feet. That's fine. But something tells me that there's something else here. And when she says bodies, and I'm going to show you.
Autonomy. It's been fabulous. But our teaching team is shifting and a new person is being onboarded, someone with many years of experience. So today at the lunch table, when the topic of gender and genitals came up, one of our students plainly looked up and said, well, I'm a girl today, but I know that teacher Co isn't. No, they're NB. And
No, they're NB? What the fuck does NB mean? What is that? That's not even a gender. That makes no sense.
Today. But I know that teacher Co isn't. No, they're NB. And the look on the incoming teacher's face was priceless.
And you can't just wake up and say, I'm a girl today. You can't do that. That makes no sense. It's not based in science. If gender doesn't mean anything to where you could just say you're a boy or girl at any time, then what does that say about homosexuality and being a lesbian? What? It totally messes that up. Same-sex attraction, like, how can you have same-sex attraction when the sexes don't matter? Oh, we're talking about gender. No. When they say gender, they're trying to make it also sex. They're trying to make it seem like, it's all a construct now. If you've been paying attention, they've been pushing for it to where none of it matters. It's crazy. It's crazy how the trans community, and hey, I'm not transphobic. If you want to be trans, you be trans. You be you, okay? But I will say, it's pretty telling when the trans community, when they butt heads with the gays and the lesbians, even butt heads with feminists because of differences in agreement, in opinion. And then when they have those differences and it's not aligned with being a pro-trans, then they're out of there. And the referee or the people that make sure that they're out of there, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, not so much. I could not do this stream on Twitch, though. If we were going to do a reaction stream, just reacting to, stuff that would get me in trouble here on YouTube, I would be streaming this on Twitch. But I knew tonight I would not. Let's talk about Miho. Talk about other stuff. Okay. All right.
Was shocked in a good way, and she just looked around at the two of us and said, "This class is incredible and I am so impressed."
All right, let me show you something. This is her. Co-creation. Legal peeps, what kind of waiver release would I need to create safe space to talk to youth about kink away from their parents? Do you need me to read that again for you? I think you could see that. What kind of waiver or release would I need to create safe space to talk to youth about kink away from my parents? Why the fuck is that happening? Why is that happening? Why is that even a thing? Who like a sex ed class, fine, sure, whatever. Teach the anatomy, the bare basics. Teach that, hey, wear a rubber, safe sex, whatever. Even that's kind of like, you teach that, but the kids. You ever been in a sex ed class in high school? It's weird. It's kind of weird. It's usually a high school coach that's teaching the class. At least for me, it was a high school coach. Oh shit, am I revealing something? It was a high school coach, and there's only 5 of us in the room, and we all took a turn. He said it was for our education. He said we needed to bend down. I said it was strange why he's doing it, but he said my parents said it was okay, so I let him do it. He washed my butthole with his tongue. No, but seriously, my sex ed class in high school, it was a high school teacher. And it was like, I think it was like two classes, and it was like some home ec class or something, some bullshit class. And just put on a video of someone talk about condoms and pregnancy, the basics. I mean, kids should know, hey, don't fuck. And if you do, this is going to happen. STDs. That's what it was. Oh my God. The sex ed classes in high school was all like, if you're going to have sex, you'll die from AIDS. You'll get pregnant and have AIDS babies. That's what it was. It was like scare tactics, which didn't work because the high school I was at, there were some stairwells that were notorious for this cameras did not work either. It was a known thing. It was a known fucking thing. Shit. But here we have it worse. This person wants to talk about not sex ed, but kink, fetishes, sexual fetishes with youth. No, that's weird. Don't be doing that. No, don't be telling them about your dildo collection, okay? Don't be telling them how you like to play Harry Potter, okay? Don't tell them that, okay? Like you like to pretend like you have wands and you shake it about and cast a spell, ejaculate. That's a spell, right? Don't tell them that. I don't want anybody teaching my kids about fucking kink. Kink is something they learn when they're with their girlfriend or boyfriend and they're playing around, fooling around. Look, as a parent, every parent should realize this, okay? I realize as a parent, every parent should realize this. Your daughter is going to grow up to be a cocksucker, most likely more than likely your daughter's going to suck a dick. And your daughter's going to probably do some stuff, fooling around. Okay? It's going to happen. She might get into some freaky stuff. Maybe she's into choking. Maybe she discovers she's into choking. Okay. But at least she didn't learn it from her fucking teacher. If she learned it from one of her boyfriends she had, that's one thing. All right, fine, whatever, weird. And not in my house, and I don't want to know about it. You better not get fucking pregnant. How do y'all feel about this? I think it's cool. I think it's A-okay. Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah, apparently this Lives of TikTok thing is crazy. Notorious for stuff. Oh, actually, there's something else I wanted to point out with this chick. I don't know what it is.
It's been my first year in...
With like these very hippie, commie-loving, progressive types. Notice how dirty she is. Like her hand. Like it's like she doesn't wash her hands.
Story
Even her face is kind of dirty.
time. This has been my first year in preschool with a class of my own,
Watch your
teaching
hands.
alongside another queer neurodivergent educator, and we have been rocking.
That better not be blood. That better not be blood, okay? I hope that's like red paint or like doing finger painting with the kids. I don't know
And we
what
have
she's
been
doing.
rocking.
Why is her whole hand red? Why is it red? Why is it dirty?
R2's class. We've been talking about gender and skin color and consent.
Look at her fingers. She has ink on her fingers, like all over.
Skin color and consent and
Can't get a good
empathy
freeze
and
frame.
our bodies and autonomy. It's been
Oh, okay. There's like a black mark right here. It's really red right here, and that's not the shade or anything. There's a tone to it.
fabulous. But our teaching team is shifting and a new person is being onboarded, someone with many years of experience. So today at the lunch table, when the topic of...
Oh, we had a good freeze frame right there.
So today at the lunch table,
Opportunity,
when
anyway. There we go. Look, there's like some ink mark stuff right here on her finger. It went around her nail. You can't really see it there. It kind of crops out.
topic of...
You're going to take my word for it or go watch it yourself. It's extremely dirty, okay? She's getting so happy talking about this. They're fucking 2-year-olds, man. This is why I'm pro-Taliban. There's another reason why I'm pro-Taliban. They want to tolerate this shit. Fucking... No. I was not expecting this, but let's go react to this guy. Might as well. I don't even know what he's about to say. What is this? They have now progressed to emoji pronouns. Are you serious? Okay.
Hello, I'm Blue Trans Education, and I'm here
Hello, I'm Blue Trans Education.
to talk about emoji pronouns. Emoji pronouns is when somebody uses one or more emojis as a pronoun. These are meant for strictly online use, as you can probably imagine.
Now emojis are pronouns. Look how Look, you know what? I can't take anything that someone who's wearing a fucking a choker says seriously. That's the least of the problem here. What is going on with the filter? What is the nose? What is that? It's not even a furry. What is this? Is it like a fox? Oh, yeah, you missed a chat about Miho Lovebites. But I'll tell you this. I am sad about it. I am sad. And I hope Lovebites continues. I do. Meanwhile, we made it this far, got pretty deep into stuff, and Now we're reacting to this person. If it even identifies as a person, might be identified as an animal now. That's next on the horizon. Jesus Christ. I mean, that's already been a thing. You know, furries identify as freaking animals. There's people who identify as a freaking fox or a dragonkin. You want to take their word on what science is and how pronouns function? Yeah, you know, whatever.
With the increasingly online world, this makes perfect sense. Hello, I'm Blue Transition.
Oh no, it don't make no sense. Emojis as pronouns. Oh. Please identify me as sad face emoji. Actually, I want to be identified as the okay sign emoji. Okay, do that or the. Oh fuck it's shit. Clown world, man. This is why I need Lovebites. This is why, Miho. I think you're making a mistake here, leaving Lovebites. Miho wants to leave Lovebites because, look, I'm going to read this again. This is from the 15th of August, 2 days ago. She says, today is the anniversary of my father's death as a paramedic. I still feel lonely after 3 years. I wondered if I would have been trying to save lives in this corona disaster if I had lived well. So she definitely is reflecting on the path she's taken. And she feels like she could be doing better or more in another position. Thank you all for the medical professionals who are fighting on the front lines now. Well, sure, they're putting on a good fight. The ones that are not doing the nurse dances. Or maybe they're not playing around with that shit over there in Japan. Good. But Miho, like, Lovebites has helped a lot of people. Like, we need it. The force of positivity. Unfortunately, it's not just a bad dream. We're in Claude. But that's not get doom and gloom yet. Okay? It's not over until they all leave. And you know what? One thing I learned from Fate Gear, the other Destros band, spinoff band, is that it's not even over if they all leave, but one remains. They could regroup, and Lovebites could still continue. I think it's still going to continue. I want to believe that. I want to have faith. I think the Lovebites, this hiatus will be short. Maybe it'll be a short. Maybe it'll be like the Lovebite, the Baby Metal situation when what's her name? Yuri. When she disbanded. There was a moment. There was a little awkward moment. It was like, are they going to continue? Like, what are they doing? So I hope it's short-lived. Man. Yui. Yeah, Yui. I always say Yuri, which I know is incorrect. That's the Red Alert villain. Yui. Oh, God. But leave it to me to botch names. Shit. I'm horrible at that. It's almost like I do it on purpose. Anyway, yeah, I want to be hopeful about Lovebites. I hope they stick together. The front trio, yeah, definitely they want to stay. The drummer, she might go, but she was pretty close to Miho, but then again, maybe not. We'll see. We'll see what happens. You know, they were forthcoming with this information. They didn't. you know what, the way they presented this information makes me think they do want to stick around and they do want to move forward, because they had to have a discussion. They probably already had the talk. Now, if something changes months from now or a year from now, if we're all still around, if we're not in a fucking world war, we need some positivity, man. Tomorrow's stream is going to be men of culture. That one's going to be on Twitch, because I'm going to be playing stuff that would be age gated and probably put in some weird spot on YouTube. Okay. So that one's going to be on Twitch. You know where to find it. I've been advertising that. Real Game and Chill. Sometimes I play games on there, but lately not so much. And the Men of Culture streams are pretty good, if you like that sort of thing. And yeah, so that's going to be tomorrow night. Anyway, this has been a lot of fun. I hope you guys take it easy and have a good one.